Hello, everyone. Welcome to this Sunday, beautiful Sunday morning. I'm Teresa. Welcome to the 15th episode of Fresh Paradigms, where I will be chatting with business owners who dared to create or adapt their business in COVID times. Today, I have a chance of discovering the journey of becoming a book author, which is another unique way of being an entrepreneur. In chapter 10 of the book, 21 Resilient Women, she wrote about being authentic and strong. So, friends, let us welcome Maheeza Mohamed, co author of the book 21 Resilient Women, compiled by Daisy Wright.
Thank you for having me, Teresa.
So, how are you?
I'm excited to be here with you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming by. I'm just so excited to hear your story. So let's just start.
Sure.
So, Mahisa, can you share your journey of becoming a co-author of this book, 21 Resilient Women, compiled by Miss Daisy Wright?
Yes, definitely. I'm very happy to. Just like the pandemic, this was an opportunity that was not expected, so to speak.
Uh-huh.
But life has its way of bringing some opportunities to you. I think it's meant to be. That's how I look at it. I've known Daisy for like 7 years through Toastmasters. So we've had this journey of sharing stories as speeches on like a weekly basis at our club. And we built a very strong relationship and a friendship. So last year, Daisy, who is a career coach and who is also very involved in the community, wanted to do something during the pandemic to give back to the community, to make a legacy, as if you will. So she invited uh, 20 women, when then it later became 21,
Oh, okay.
and so including herself, to share our stories of resilience, because she felt there's a need for resilience, right? From the pandemic, what the world was going through, she thought it will be great to have us speak our truth and hopefully inspire others to be resilient, right? To hang in there, and tomorrow will be a better day.
Wow. So in chapter 10, this is your chapter,
Mhm.
and the title is Being Authentic and Strong. It's a powerful topic. What made you choose this topic?
So, Teresa, when she asked me to choose a topic and confine a story to like 2,000 words or almost 8 pages, I
Uh-huh.
was thinking about what's the legacy I want to leave and how have I embraced life or approached it in times that needed resilience.
Uh-huh.
I thought, when I look back, being authentic and being true to who I am was how I've always approached life. I thought that would be the legacy I would like to leave for my kids and whoever would like to turn a page into my life story.
Wow. Wow. Now, writing and sharing your life story with the public, it's a scary one. I, do you agree with that, right?
Yes, yeah, it is definitely, because it's a responsibility as well, right? You want to take ownership for the message you want to carry to the world. And also making yourself vulnerable is not easy,
Yeah.
because you cannot choose who's going to read your story and where it's
What?
going to reach once you put it outside in the world.
Correct. What pushed you to go beyond the fear, this fear? What pushed you to go beyond?
So I read that fear will kill more dreams, right? Than for most people. I always learn to embrace opportunities by overcoming that fear, because not every day that you get this same opportunity. To learn to embrace it and go with it. And I'm so glad I did that.
For a new immigrant wishing to, I have a question here, just pop out. For
Mhm.
a new immigrant wishing to assimilate, how can one be authentic while needing to assimilate? How can you
That's a
be?
great question. I believe whether you're a new immigrant or you're a born Canadian does not matter. It's about you need to know yourself well enough to learn what is not negotiable wherever you live in the world. It doesn't
Uh-huh,
matter. Certain things are the core of who you are, so you need to stay true to that. But you, as an immigrant, you need to be able to embrace the change, embrace your second home, and make sure that people can embrace you as well, right? It's a fine balance between staying true to who you are as well as making sure that you can integrate with everybody else. So it's sticking to the basics of being nice to everybody, not imposing your beliefs on other people, and coexisting, where everyone can be true to who they are and coexist. It's as simple as that. You know, we can reinvent the wheel and become somebody else, but at the same time, we need to embrace our environment.
wow. I'm sure there are challenges. What's the most challenging and, of course, the most fun in writing this chapter in this book?
The challenge was sticking to 2000 words, because you can go on, right? Like to try to condense a message within a very limited number of words,
Uh-huh,
to make it authentic, to also have a beginning, a story, and an end that will be impactful, was a little bit of a challenge. It was fun to recollect some of the things I wrote about.
uh-huh,
I've tried to make it light-hearted as well, though the message I wanted to carry was strong.
uh-huh.
So recollecting those moments and trying to put it down in paper was fun, actually.
How long did it take you to write your chapter?
I would say, along with editing, maybe 8 hours, because of course you
Every
write and
day?
rewrite. Sorry?
Every day, 8 hours?
Oh, no, no. Basically, because it's not an entire novel, it's only a chapter. How I did it was I just went at it at like maybe 3 to 4 hours at a time, then revisited it. My daughter helped me, and one of my best friends, Justine, at work, she helped me edit the content a bit in terms of how to kind of bring focus to certain things.
Uh-huh,
Then, of course, we went through the editor editorial process through a professional company who goes through and tells you uh, through the first draft what needs to be done. And I was very happy that not too much needed to be changed.
oh. Daisy gave you a deadline?
Yes, definitely. All of us had to submit the first draft by 31st of July. So it does take a lot of time in publishing a book from the first draft to
Uh-huh.
the launch, because it has to go through few few
Revision?
actually edit the editing process, proofreading, and they send it back to you to make
Uh-huh,
sure everything's fine.
uh-huh.
So it was quite the journey, and I really enjoyed and learned so much about publishing.
Wow. There's a question here. Oh, how do you, as a new immigrant, how do you balance with your children and husband on top of you doing your
I
what was
believe
their reaction when they when they learned that you're becoming a book author?
I would say I'm very blessed to have a very supportive husband and children. As I said, my daughter even helped me edit, so they are very supportive of me. They've always been my best cheerleaders, so I'm really blessed in that way. As for the balancing act, I believe immigrant or not, that is the story of every woman's life. When you have to work, you take care of your kids, your home, and then also go after your dreams and achieve something. Do what's true to you, right? Do what you're passionate about. It's about making time for what's important.
So those are your uh, team members.
Yes, definitely.
How many kids do you have?
I have three children, and my eldest daughter is 18, and we have twins who's 16 years this year. She son and daughter. I'm really blessed to have wonderful kids who are always with me in the journey of anything that I want to achieve.
Who's following your footsteps to become a book author?
Well, it's hard to tell right now, but we are all very artistic in my family, including my husband and all of my kids.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully, one of them will embrace writing, but I don't want to impose my dream on them. I want them to follow whatever dreams they want to achieve, and I'll be supporting them 100%.
Aww. Now, in your chapter, you quoted Einstein when he said, "It's only when we accept our limits that we can go forward." Would you like to talk about it?
Yeah, definitely. What I was trying to bring attention to is sometimes it's important that we realize that there is a barrier, there are some difficulties. That's only when we can actually learn and put our best foot forward, knowing that this is what lies ahead, this is how it's going to be. We can be naive and think, okay, the world is going to be just how it should be, and everyone needs to embrace me for who I am. That's not going to happen. And the only person we have control over is ourselves. We can change the world. So the best way I feel that we can move forward is acknowledging what the limitations are, then
Uh-huh.
figuring out how we want to overcome it. Like if there is a doorway that's shorter than ourselves, we can try to walk right ahead straight. It's only going to hurt ourselves, right? So we need to then maybe bend or figure out whether we want to make the doorway taller. So that's basically my thought process in saying you need to accept what things for what it is and then figure out how to overcome them. Not necessarily say I'm happy with how it is, but I'll figure out how to deal with it. At least I need to be aware.
Now, for anyone interested in buying the book, what's the procedure?
The book is available on Amazon.ca, and they can order it. And if anyone who lives in the GTA wants a signed copy, I can definitely deliver. They can contact me on Instagram.
You mentioned about,
GTA. Yes.
hey, I got a signed copy.
Oh, thank you, Teresa. You've been a wonderful supporter. I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much.
Hey, Maheeza, you said part of this sale, the proceeds will go to the project. Can you talk about that?
Yes, so that's something that I'm very happy to be a part of. Daisy and myself and a few co-authors have actually donated some books to Women's Shelter in Brampton, and there were some of the other ladies who also uh, partnered with some organizations who were donating, like one organization donated like 100 books to women who would need uh, to hear from other women. Like, our stories are all real life stories, and we put our face to it, right? We've some of them have even shared their social media profiles. So if anybody wants to contact us, they can. And know that they're not alone in whatever journey they're going through. If you go through all the stories, it'll inspire you to see how some of the women have gone through some very hard obstacles in life. Like, there's one chapter about this lady who met with an accident when she was around 20 years old, and how she's a paraplegic, but she still went ahead to become a physician assistant, which is amazing. And to see someone in real life and to be featured in a book along with them who've been through that, overcame whatever they had to overcome to achieve their dreams, is very powerful.
Wow. A big hand. Round of applause to all the 21 women.
Yes.
Of this.
Teresa, just to add to it, the charity aspect of the book, apart from giving free copies to shelters, basically almost like $2 of each copy that's sold will be also donated to the women's shelter by default.
In Brampton, right?
Yes, yes. And Daisy is open to even supporting any other women's shelters as well. But predominantly, we are supporting 1 to 2 shelters. So it's like about 20% of the proceeds are going to the shelters.
Now, to wrap up, Maheeza, I'm going to ask you, what advice can you give to those who are dreaming of becoming a book author?
I would say go for it. Um, it's about wanting your dream, then making a plan for it, and if you get the opportunity, just jump right at it. Sometimes you may be afraid or feel you're not ready. If I would wait to be ready, this would never be a published chapter. Embrace the opportunities, go for it, and I suppose it's about learning to put a voice to your story, and then one day you'll be a published author. Go for your dreams.
Being authentic and strong.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Maheeza, for sharing your journey with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me, Teresa. I really enjoyed having this chat with you. Thank you.
And to everyone, thank you for sharing your time with us. And stay tuned for another discovery of small business in COVID times. Let's all support small business and local authors. So stay safe. Yes, local authors. Stay safe, take care, and bye from now.
Thank you. Bye, Teresa.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone, for joining. Bye.